If you're watching this video right now, then you definitely have the desire to make your money work for you through investing. You want to turn that extra bread that you already have into even more. There's hella ways to do this. I've talked about some on the channel already and some that I haven't, but in this video I'll be discussing 6 different ways that you can get started with investing. Make sure you stick around to the end to hear which are my favourite types of investing and which I personally do. Wagwarn people, welcome back. For those of you who don't already know, my name is Benje. I'm a business owner and here I aim to help you make more bread by sharing my own struggles, experiences and advice. Alright, boom. So let's talk about one of the easiest ways that you can get started investing through ETFs. I have done a full video where I talk more in depth about what ETFs are, so be sure to check that out if you haven't already. But basically what I said in that video is ETF stands for exchange traded funds, and these funds track different industries as well as stock market indexes like the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq. One of the most popular ETFs is the S&P 500. This is an ETF that features the top 500 companies within the United States, including some household names like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, Alphabet who own Google, and Tesla. ETFs are undoubtedly one of the easiest ways to invest in the stock market in my opinion, and I personally hold multiple different ETFs in my widely diversified stock portfolio. ETFs like the S&P 500 are the benchmark for the market, and over 90% of actively managed investment funds fail to beat the market over a 15-year period. Let's continue with the theme of stock investing, but this time picking individual stocks. Many recreational investors just like myself like to do a bit more research and due diligence into individual stocks and pick our own. The biggest success factor when investing into individual stocks is obviously the stocks that you purchase, but you also have to continue to think about investment psychology, as I've talked about in another video. There are many different types of stocks that you can invest into, including dividend stocks, growth stocks, value stocks, and even meme stocks. In my personal portfolio I hold a mixture of different stock types in different sectors, but stay away from meme stocks. I personally love investing into individual stocks as it allows for diversification whilst investing into companies that I know, understand and use across a range of different sectors. However, it is also key to note that the majority of people do not beat the market. The third way of investing is once again something I've talked about on this channel, and it's crypto. Just like with stocks, you can invest in many different types of cryptocurrencies, ones with fundamentals and real world uses, ones who are looking to implement them in the future, and once again, meme cryptos. Investing into cryptos typically comes with a lot more risk than investing into stocks and particularly ETFs, but with the more risk, there's a potential for higher upsides. I see the crypto markets continuing to grow year after year as it becomes more accepted in society and institutions continue to accept it. It's important to be diversified when investing into cryptocurrencies and once again, understand the psychology of investing so you don't panic buy or panic sell. Investment method number 4 is collectibles. This asset class can consist of anything from alcohol to clothes to even Pokemon cards. In recent times you may have seen people on social media with Pokemon cards that are now worth thousands and some even millions due to their rarity. Yet when they were originally released, they were found in card packs costing 50p. There has always been a demand for rare items and collectibles, but this has grown recently as can be seen with the whole NFT craze. Prices just continue to grow as people aim to be one of only a few or even the only person to own a certain something. But with collectibles, it's vital to take the same steps as you do with stocks or cryptos and only invest in things that you know, you understand and you've done your research on. We'll then move on to investment method number 5 and the next asset class, property. There are a whole heap of ways to invest into property and I by no means am an expert, but I'm hoping to get myself an investment property as soon as possible. There is one major downside with investing in property, and that is the amount of capital needed to get started, and unfortunately for some people this is just not affordable. But for those who can afford it, it's a sick opportunity. When getting on the property ladder, I hope to find a property that hasn't been updated for 20 to 40 years, but be a property with the ability to get a HMO license. A HMO stands for a house in multiple occupation and just means that you're able to rent it out to people from different households, aka students and young professionals. This way I'll hopefully be able to get a yard below market value, add value by obviously refurbing it, but also adding bedrooms and then rent it out to individual people, mainly aiming at students and young professionals. But as anyone who knows anything about property, it's way easier said than done. The last method of investing I'm going to talk about today and the last asset class is cars, and specifically classic cars. Now okay, you might need a large amount of capital to get invested just like with property, but more often than not you won't have the running and refurbished costs of that you do when you invest in property. Don't get it twisted, there are many cars out there that are depreciating assets, but there's also many cars out there that have gone up madly in value over recent years. Okay, so some of these cars may be worth hundreds of thousands like a Ford GT, but some of them have an overall expense of a lot less than a property, just like with the Honda S2000. Out of these 6 investment methods that I've talked about today, I currently do 4 of them. Both are the types of stock investing into cryptocurrencies, and also investing into collectibles, specifically shoes and clothes. I want to get on the property ladder as soon as possible and get myself an investment property, and one day I probably will find myself investing into classic cars, as I am a car fan myself. It is always good, and I cannot stress this enough, to stick to what you know. If after watching this video you'd like to learn how to invest into different asset classes, be sure to check out this playlist. Love to everyone who's watched this far, and we will see you again soon.